program is on The Secret to Your Success.
Yeah, episode 4.
Woohoo! It's very exciting.
Have you seen Nikki's cup? Look at my...
I've got the little cup.
Oh, what is that?
It's a cappuccino.
Yeah, but why is your cup like that?
Because it's a cappuccino. You have to have a bigger cup for a cappuccino. And what's your coffee?
Mine's short and sweet.
short, I guess. Anyway, today's topic is the secret to your success. Now, what we thought we'd do today for a change was just recap a little bit on the last couple of ConikiTV shows.
Last 3.
Last
Episode
3.
1, 2 and 3.
Yep, so if you haven't watched them, probably a good idea to go and have a look now. And we thought we'd recap because they are relevant to today's topic. So the first one that we did was, can you get your body back?
Now, although that's, when you think about that, what does that actually really mean? Like the question was sort of asking, can you get your body back? Is it possible? Of course it is, anything's possible. But what we want to actually touch on today is not do the whole talk again,
no,
but instead to, you know, focus on what it actually represents. So what the first episode represents on can you get your body back is, that's just our phone, is that it's never too late, is it?
That's right, it's never too late, young or old, it doesn't matter how old you are, you can get your body back and you can improve on where you are right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, we'll just keep going. So, yes, it's never too late to make a change. It doesn't matter how old you are, we've only got one leg, or you're blind, or you're 400 kilos overweight, or you haven't got any equipment, or right, you're on your own.
Yeah, where there's a will,
you've got no money.
There's a way.
Yeah, and so what we've done is our site and all the videos we do, we set them up in such a way so you're able to do it with the minimum equipment. So there is no excuse. If you have an internet connection, you've got a body and a little bit of space, you can do it. So it's never too late to change.
That's
So
right.
That's the point, right? A lot of people are depressed, or they think it's too late, or they tend to give up. But we'd like to let you know that
you can do it, and we can help you.
And it's never too late. Okay,
That's
it
right.
brings us up now to episode 2. In episode 2, we covered the stuff it or go-getter attitude.
That's right, that's right. So we sort of put people basically in 2 categories. We looked at the winners and the losers. And we sort of started to talk about the different types of personalities that those types of people have.
Yeah.
Okay?
So what we found out is the loser or the stuff it attitude is someone that talks themselves into things. Like when they're sick of where they are and they want to move somewhere else, they simply find a way to talk themselves into something. Whereas the winner or the go-getter attitude, stays focused, and all the temptation that comes in, they're able to talk themselves out of that temptation.
That's right. They know where they're headed and they're sticking to that.
But what it represents, what the second episode represents, is that if you are unhappy with where you are, unhappy with what you have, unhappy with what you're doing, unhappy with your partner, well,
what was that long pause?
Oh, that's right, because my neck is really sore. If you're unhappy and you want to make a change and move away, well, what that means is you're not going to do it with the attitude that you have, because for you to be where you are right now, it's because you made the choice to be there, which means the attitude that you had in order to get to that point is the attitude you still have. If you need to change, you have to change your what?
Attitude. That's right.
And that's with a capital U.
Winning attitude.
Yeah, okay, so that brings us now to the third episode. Yes. And the third episode is titled
You Are What You Eat.
Now, is that about food? Like, what was the take-home message with that? Is it... do you know what it was? Do you want me to say, or
No, you can say it. Go ahead.
Well, it wasn't about what you eat, really. It's what the food represents. If you're eating food that's alive, you are promoting life.
Living life.
Yeah.
That's right. But are you eating food that's dead? If you're eating food that's dead, what are you promoting?
Death.
Death?
Yeah, that's right. You are dying, right? And you're going to feel bad, and someone that's dying doesn't feel good. Right? Someone that's living and has a reason to live feels better than someone that's dying. So what we're saying is the take-home message is that if you want to move forward in your life, you need to be alive to move forward in your life, both in your mind and your body. Okay,
That's right.
so you need to also eat live food and have
Your
a different
body
attitude,
needs
etc.
live food.
Right? So these
That's
first 3 episodes cover that, right?
That's
So now we're going to get to the topic of today, and the topic of today is the secret
of your success.
Right, so let's put the book away now because there was a lot to remember. Okay, so the secret to your success. Taking all those 3 things into account, what one thing would you say people must have in order to be successful? When you look at successful people, and is success measured by material wealth, by waterfront properties, by jets, by huge boats and cars?
etc.
Well, it is to some extent if you're judging based on material wealth.
Yes,
But
but
is-
that's not necessarily so.
Well, if you were happy and you had that,
Well,
you'd be kicking ass. No, seriously, you need to be happy. And when you're happy and you do something you love, all those things tend to come, right? So the secret to your success is really what? What is it? How do you get those things? Like, if you are here and you need to get there, what do you have to do? Yes, Nikki?
I think the secret to success is consistency. So once you've decided that you have a goal, whether it's a goal in terms of your relationship, your business, your family, whatever it might be, you have to be consistent
So
to
move
reach
away
your
from
goals. So you know where you are,
Yeah.
move away from there and consistently strive towards your goals. The secret that most successful people have, or basically really all successful people have, is they've always been consistent.
Right, so if you are here and you need to get there, so in other words, if you're broke and you need more money, you need to make more money. You're not going to make the whole bundle in one amount, are
Yeah,
you?
you're not going to make
You're
it
going
in
to make
one
small
day.
amounts, but if you keep making those small amounts every single day, it accumulates. So the secret is to consistently put the effort in, or do what you need to do in order to make that small amount, which accumulates over time, and then eventually you're one step closer to where you want to be and one step further away from where you are. So
That's
let's-
right. Look, and it's like the same in
brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Brilliant.
like the same in fitness.
Fitness, there you
Oh,
go.
there you are. You're at a level at the moment. You might be totally unfit. You need to start somewhere.
And you
okay?
can't do a burpee.
And you know, we said it's never too late. So what you do is you start. And it's about being consistent. You're not going to run a marathon tomorrow.
But when you do your workouts, like those things are so hard. How's anyone going to do, a face down get up with a sissy squat, half burpee, double pike, and a twist in between, whilst on one leg? How are you going to do that if you're starting?
Well,
You watch a tutorial.
You watch the tutorial, and first you try it out and see if you can do it. And in all our workouts anyway, we have the steps in between. So if you can't do the advanced version, guess what? Take a step back, do an easier version, but at least it's a start. You need to move towards it. You need to consistently keep going every day and work towards it.
So-
it's not going to come overnight.
So when we talk about fitness, let's look at that for example, or your weight. If you look at the first video, the first ConikiTV show we did, episode 1, what we're saying, it's never too late. You might try the exercise and go, this is crazy, I cannot do this, right? So you give up. What we're telling you is that you can do it, and we have a version that you can follow that'll help you do it. So there's episode 1 in there. Regardless of what your obstacle is, there is a solution. And if you haven't got one, send us a message and we'll come up with one for you. The second thing is let's say you're trying to do this exercise and Nikki's doing, or I'm doing it, and you just can't do it. Well, the second episode talks about what sort of attitude are you? Are you going to sort of just give up?
That's right. Or are you going to persist and keep on going and do what it takes to achieve your goal? Whether it be just to have, general fitness, or you want to run a triathlon, or you want to walk up those stairs without huffing and puffing. Everyone has a different goal. But the attitude that you have to achieve that goal is going to determine your success or your failure.
Right, and the reason people give up is because they haven't got a solution to their particular problem, and they stay down. We want you to get back up. Get up. Don't just stay down. The strength that you have within you, you know, the measure of a champion, the measure of a man, the measure of a woman, the measure of a person. It's not how hard, you know, life, you know, hits you and how many hits you can take in life. It's not, look, you know, I lived through World War I, II, and III. You know, it's not about that. That's great, right? The reason you lived through World War I, II, and III is because you kept getting up. That's whatever right. Knocked you down only knocked you down temporarily. You need to have a really good attitude to get back up. So regardless of the circumstances, you know, again, if you're doing an exercise and it's too hard, or you're trying to change your diet and it's too hard, be consistent. Small and incremental changes every single day. And if you fail, that was that moment, right? It's less than a second. That's right. So the next second, push it aside, that's right, and get back up, right? So consistency is the key. You know, taking one step every single day closer to where you want to go. That's right. And further away from you know, where you're coming from. That's right. And it's inevitable then, isn't it? Like, you will succeed. You will get there if you do that, okay? So, let's talk a little bit more about the secret to your success. How do you know you're successful? How do you know you're there?
Well, do you ever really get there? Or is it a journey? But what you want to be, are you happy? Do you have lots of energy? Do you have great relationships? Do you have the job that you want? If you ask yourself all those questions, then you're going to know, are you successful? Do you have a great relationship with your partner? How do you measure success?
Right. If you wake up in the morning and you're tired, you're not there. If you don't know what you're going to do today and you need to do something in order to feel fulfilled, you're not there. If you sit there and mope around and worry about why someone didn't call you, or you know, why this didn't happen, or why you can't afford to do that, well then you're not there. Listen, if you go to sleep tonight, okay, just try and understand this. You don't know if you're going to wake up tomorrow morning, do you?
No.
Like, do you know anyone who's died and they know it?
No.
No. If you go to sleep tonight, you're going to watch this video tonight and hopefully everyone wakes up tomorrow morning. But if you weren't going to wake up, you wouldn't know it. Everyone else would except for you. So what are you waiting for? You only have this moment. It's not tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. You only have now. Your objective is to get up and do it right now. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. And so when you go to sleep tonight, go to sleep with a different attitude. I want you to go to sleep tonight and just pretend that Con and Nikki, your guardian angels, are going to come over. That was a nice one.
That was good.
Guardian angels. And wave their magic wands over you. And when you wake up tomorrow morning, all your dreams have come true. You have to manifest the dream in your own mind, in your head. Because when you can see what you're after, it's easy to aim for it. And as Nikki said before, if you know where you're going and you know where you are, what do you got to do, honey?
Just take the steps in between, be consistent, and you will get there.
And what steps are we encouraging people to take? In what areas of their life?
Well, we're saying have a positive winner attitude, okay? Mentally, be positive. Listen to yourself when you're talking. Are you being positive or negative?
Well,
okay?
how comes your cup so big then? If you have that, like, why is it you need such a large cup?
Because I haven't got to get my coffee.
That explains it. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
So, the attitude, have a winning attitude, have a positive attitude. The other thing is, you need to know that you can do it. So believe that you can do it. It's never too late. Whether you're 40, 50, you're 80 years old, it's never too late to make the change, to change your body, to change your mind, to change your life, to change your career. You can do any of that, okay? With the right attitude, okay? And being consistent enough. Now, if you're also feeding your body live, living food, guess what? What's going to happen then?
You're encouraging your body to thrive. It's looking for ways. Think of your life like a big weed. You know, like when you give a weed what it needs, it just tries to expand, because weeds don't live very long. So they try and replicate as much as possible and cover as much ground as possible to accumulate as much territory as possible. Your body does the same thing. You have a survival mechanism inside you that wants you to thrive. When you die, you shut down. Like all your systems shut down. Your attitude shuts down, your body shuts down, your energy shuts down, everything shuts down. Look, we live in a fantastic place, and you know, we are considered the water planet, right? As you can see, my water, and it's life-giving. You know, like, ask yourself a simple question: how much water do I drink every day? You know, can I drink water? You know, do I find the most simplest thing in life to be the most boring? When you drink water and you enjoy it, you know you're on the right track. Okay, it's the simplest thing. When you wake up tomorrow morning and it's a nice day, you know, be happy with the fact that you're alive and you've got a beautiful day. That it's
a nice day.
When you look over at your partner and you look at your partner and she's got that twinkle in her eye again, you know, but you're tired. She's got that twinkle in her eye again, and it makes you happy to be alive, right? And then you see a friend or someone as you're walking down the street, put your hand up and say, hi, how you going? And
even
they say,
if
hi,
they're not your friend, say hi.
Yeah, it comes back to you, right? The trick is to give, right? So the secret to your success is to be consistent.
That's right.
Right. Now, how do you be consistent? There's two things that we need to keep in mind.
Okay, well, you have to have a goal.
Well, the rules.
Oh, well, you can follow the two. If you follow those two rules, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Do one thing at a time, finish what you start, and don't start anything you can't finish.
Okay, let's hold it there. Now think about that again. What did Nikki say? She said, do one thing at a time. So, one thing, it's not possible to do two. Even though you think you might be multitasking, and all you ladies out there that think you can do 1,000 things at once, you're not. You're doing a little bit and then stopping and doing something else and stopping and doing something else. You're a jack of all trades and a master of none. Okay? So do one thing at a time. Then, second thing is finish what you start. You should not be left with any luggage around the place.
Do not leave a trail, ladies.
Yeah.
Or men.
Yeah. Finish what you start.
Finish it.
So if you decide to start, do one thing at a time and then you finish it. And do not start anything you cannot finish. So think about it before you begin. That's rule number one, right? So that's rule number one. What's rule number two?
Rule number two is you can do anything you want. Anything, as long as you don't hurt anyone or anything, including yourself.
Yeah, so let's look at that one. You can choose to do anything. Now, I don't care what that is. You think of the worst possible thing you can do in life. You can think of the worst possible substance you can put into your body, whether you ingest it, you inhale it, or you consume it, or you physically force it in there, right? Doesn't matter what it is, you can do whatever you want. Remember, this is a no holds barred rule. Anything. You can choose to do anything. And you can say to me, Con, can I do this? I'll say, yes, you can. You can choose to do anything you want, as long as you don't
hurt anyone or anything, including yourself.
That's right. Now you think about that really carefully. Now when this video finishes, you think about that rule. You know, it's impossible to stuff it up. And
it is. You end up doing the right thing.
You can't stuff it up. And when you follow those two rules, you've got a go-getter attitude. And with the go-getter attitude, you have a winning attitude. And you focus on your target. And you do everything you can to get there. And in life, things are going to knock you down. But you keep getting up. You keep getting up with so much intensity each time that the stride that you take to pull away from the grips of the temptation that pulled you back is so overpowering, temptation gets left behind. And you are accelerating now away from where you don't want to be, and you are quickly closing in on where you're trying to get. And that's basically it.
Sounds exciting, actually.
It is exciting and it feels fantastic. How do you think we have the energy to do what we do? Like, you know, there are some people that put comments on our videos, like dumb comments, you know, and we don't even respond back. Like, what's wrong with those people? They're the losers, right? They've got the losing attitude. They've got a stuff it attitude, right? We're not going to give time to those people. We want to help the people that want to help themselves. So if you want to help yourself and you want to accept our help, we're more than happy to do it. And there's a couple of you out there that keep, you know, commenting on our videos and sending us our messages, and there's countless others that send us emails and all that sort of stuff through our website, and we will do everything we can to try and communicate to you. But the problem we've got now is that there are way too many, right? So our way of getting to you is through what?
Video.
This thing here, right? So look, it's pretty hard for us to talk to everyone, but we understand what you want, and we're going to do everything we can to get you there. Now, we have our own personal story, and our story has, you know, encouraged us to be fantastic, super duper, extraordinary people, and we are that. And we'd like to, you know, push that even further.
Help you.
Yeah. So the summary for today's video on the ConikiTV show, episode 4 on the question is, the question was, what was the question again? The secret to your success is consistency by following the 2 rules, which is do one thing at a time, finish whatever it is that you start, and do not start anything that you cannot finish. And rule number 2,
you can do anything you want, anything, as long as you don't hurt anyone or anything, including yourself.
Now, we want to put out a challenge to you, your friends, your family, your enemies, your foes, anyone you know. Break down that rule. Prove it to us where it doesn't work, because you can't. That rule is perfect. We've tried since December 15th, 1997 to break it, and it's just not possible. It's not possible. Okay, so I hope we've answered that. Next week, what are we going to talk about next week?
Oh, maybe pills and potions.
Yeah, maybe pills and potions. Yeah. Okay, so stay tuned. I think we might do a mystery one next week.
We might.
Yeah, it might be potions and pills, right? So yeah, it'll be a mystery one next week, and we'll let you know what that is by surprise. Okay?
Yeah, stand by, everybody.
So I'm Con.
I'm Nikki.
Thank you very much for watching episode 4 of the ConikiTV show, and we'll see you again,
next week.
Same time, same channel, next week. All right. See ya,
guys.